Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the #1 virtual fight capital in the world, the ESFL, presenting ESFL 182, the penultimate event for the PlayStation 5 season, where one champion is trying to become the top of getting the first ever defense in the coaching carousel that is the UFC ESFL PlayStation title. I am your host and commentator, Kingsley. Alongside me is the one, the only, Bruce Lee Rob. Bruce Lee Rob, how are you doing today, man? It's been a while.
It has, Kingsley. It's good to get you back. Good to be reunited with you again. And everybody out there, hope you're having a wonderful time. Welcome to another ESFL show. We got a bunch of amazing athletes in there, gonna be colliding together. We're gonna see some crazy, awesome, amazing knockouts, some good submission skills. I can't wait to see some of these new guys, some of these old guys, Kingsley. And it's good to be back in the booth with you, baby.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. As you said, amazing gamers in this space right here. We got some undefeateds. We got some scrappers. We got huge title season implications as we take a look at the fight card right now. 10 amazing fights. Our main event for the PlayStation title, it will be MTJ K1 Multi-Jesus going against his campmate K1 Bum for the title. If MTJ wins this defense, he'll be the only one who had a title and has a defense, which will make him the season 2 champion for the ESFL. But if Bomb wins, then it becomes a whole lot of chaos, a lot of big stakes in this whole card right here, Rob.
Yeah, that is a lot of implications here on this fight. And you looking down at that co-main event, I mean, you got Suave Jamie in a 5-round fight versus K1 Carnalito, Kingsley. And then bottom of the bill, you're seeing a bunch of kids. I see Aussie Kid right as we get into it in our prelim. I mean, that is a good fight. Nate Diaz superstar. I mean, this card's kind of stacked.
Yeah, you see like I'm the Go versus MG, Grizz versus Maxi, Cook versus Henza, Vader versus Jassim. All these guys are killers, and they're looking for that boiler bonus, so you know they're gonna show up and show out, especially in the penultimate round, because there's only 2 events left in this PlayStation season, so we'll see how everything goes. But as you said, Aussie Kid is waiting in the wings in our first ever fight of this ESFL card. We have Drake versus Aussie Kid. Both guys not really having many appearances in the ESFL, but they're in the first fight and they want to show up and show out right here, Rob.
Damn right. And as we get into that fight here, we're going to get into the fighter selections. And you got to think, I mean, you know, Kingsley, and if you're out there and if you've watched Aussie, he's going to pick Nate Diaz. He loves it. We got good connection here. And it looks like Conor McGregor is going to be who he is going to face. And Conor McGregor's got some hands, Kingsley. He's got some power. He's got some pop.
Yeah, especially the UFC 205, Conor McGregor. So we know that his hands are going to be vicious and deadly. And Nate Diaz, what can you say about him? The scrapper, the boxer, the just never say die attitude of Nate Diaz, especially being used by one of these guys, is going to be insane. But this is where the prelims, we know they're usually known for chaos. Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, of course, that's a recipe for even more chaos. So let's get this first fight going, as I think we know that Aussie Kid is on the left side, on the right side using Nate Diaz, and Drake, UFC, using Conor McGregor on the left side. And so far, who do you think is going to set the pace here in this first contest?
Yeah, we'll see both guys kind of coming to the center here. You're seeing Nate Diaz. He's got that long, nice, sexy jab with that straight as well. But Drake's got that power. Ooh, nice little lead uppercut. Kingsley pops him. Aussie Kid is aggressive, and he is on fire usually in these fights. So we'll see how he neanders in this one.
Yeah, and definitely get your predictions up live here on Twitch and on YouTube. Twitch chat is having their predictions up, so make sure you get your coins up and see who you think is going to win this contest. As right now, you see a little bit of a fake of that uppercut right there, as Aussie Kid still pressing forward, still attacking the body as much as he can. Try to go for a 1-2, Drake does, but not really get a connection as he lands a nice knee right there.
Beautiful knees. Those are great inside. And Aussie Kid still holding his ground. A nice, sweet rear uppercut connects. And Aussie Kid going for the body a lot, mixing up his combinations, Kingsley, and that body health on Drake UFC starting to get tested early here with 3 minutes left in round number 1.
Yeah, Aussie Kid is just piling up damage for that body. And you can already see it's lower than the head health of Drake. So Drake needs to find a way to get those combinations right as he lands an uppercut right there. That head health is blinking a little bit for a moment, but now it's Aussie Kid. How can he adapt? How can he react? He's trying to gain that distance, but that uppercut has been a solid move for Drake so far.
It really has. He's got to watch out for that uppercut, but good thing Aussie's been kind of chipping away. Ooh, nice little rear hook for Aussie Kid, but Aussie Kid is kind of stalking Drake and really making him swing, making him miss, attacking that body, Kingsley, and he's starting to burn a little bit of that long-term stamina away, but he is getting cracked by those big shots from Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor's got that double barrel shotgun, Kingsley. He's got some power.
Yeah, it's a funny thing from Drake is like when he ever gets close, he's doubling up on those uppercuts. But when he sees that distance, he's using those kicks. He's using those 1-2s to try to bring his opponent back in. It's up to Aussie. Can he land? As he lands a nice 3-hit combination against Drake. Again, trying to go to the body, not really getting much of it as we're approaching the 115 mark of the first round. And those body shots, if he still stays on it, he will land. But nice spinning kick to the body by Drake. Ooh. But Drake gets punished out by a 3-hit combination.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Aussie Kid's looking like he's starting to take command a little bit in this fight. Still has good head health, and he's starting to chip away a little bit at this McGregor player. Drake needs to be really careful. He needs to protect his body, and he needs to body block uppercut. He needs to body counter Kingsley here big time, because look at that body. He's getting melted out there.
Yeah, he's getting melted. He also got a punish on the head health as he lands a nice 1-2, but also Aussie Kid able to get an uppercut to his benefit, but needs to watch out for the trades as that body is now blinking. Now that's going to be damaging, especially with 10 seconds left. This is where you could get a little bit more chaotic with your moveset, but they're just going to step back, just reset for the second round. And so far, you have to think the pace leads more into Aussie Kid when he did so much damage to the body.
100%. 100%. He's mixing it well. Nate Diaz has a lot of good boxing talent. He's very smooth with his combinations, long and strong. And, you know, he does like to smoke a bong, but I don't know why I said that. It just kind of came to my head, but, you know. Yes, sir. Yeah. And here we go. Round number 2, and boom, right off the bat. Drake needs this round. He really didn't do too well in round number 1. He got kind of deteriorated on that body health, but this time, Kingsley, he needs to come hard, and he needs to come fast.
Yeah, he needs to make sure that this is not Kendrick. He needs to make sure that this is like McMill in this kind of contest. He needs to actually win this. But Drake, so far, still being a little bit more patient, trying to use that uppercut whenever he gets close. But look at the head strikes landed, 34% in favor of Aussie Kick, as he's still putting up the pressure, still putting up the pace, working that body, making his opponent double guess or when he's going to go high or low. But it's just these moments right here for Drake. How do you capitalize? How do you use your kicks? I think he's doing a little bit too much head hunting, and that's leaving him punishment to the body.
Yeah, 100%. He's just going for that head. He's landing a couple big shots, but Aussie Kid has so much stamina in the bank right now, and he's really been able to use that jab, that straight, that double jab, and then go to the body. Boom, right there. Goes to the body again as his second shot, Kingsley, and that's really giving Drake a lot of problems, and it's gassing him out. So at the end of this round and in round 3, he's not gonna have anything left, and then Aussie Kid is just gonna start cooking out there.
Yeah, but the one thing Aussie Kid needs to watch out for, it happened for his second time, but he did get caught. He got caught with a vicious shot, and that kind of changed. We know that Conor McGregor has that left hand power that is devastating. So if he's not able to capitalize, then Aussie Kid's good. But a head kick right there from Drake, looking well, and that's right hook. He's landing, and that's a knockdown. It's the capitalizing on the mistake. And now Aussie Kid with a knockdown. Now this could be an even matchup right here, Rob.
Oh, this is super close now. He's done a lot of damage to the head health. Drake is there, got the knockdown. That's round 2 in the bag. As long as he doesn't get knocked down himself, he's got to be careful here, but he has done the damage. So any of these punches that he lands with Conor McGregor could be devastating. Aussie Kid needs to be careful, but Kingsley, we got a fight right now, baby. We got a fight.
Blood is on the canvas, blood is on the face, and so far Aussie Kid, I hope he doesn't like go away from the strategy of attacking the body, especially after you got knocked down, because so much of that knockdown takes away your mental. It gets you a little bit nervous or shaky with your button controls. And right now Drake, he's landing good shots from Aussie Kid, able to get a rock for himself, able to disrupt the head health. That head health is blinking.
Oh,
the head
ducked
kick
it.
misses with a duck right there, Rob.
Ducks it, but just a little slow to the punch, or maybe his stamina was a little too low. Not able to punish Aussie Kid, but a beautiful duck. I love head ducking my opponents, but man, Aussie Kid is in here trying to figure out Drake, who's kind of surging here. But look at that body. Look at that head, Kingsley. That's 2 targets that Drake needs to worry about. And Aussie Kid just needs to kind of defend his head here. Watch out for the big shot from McGregor as we go into round 3, Kingsley.
Yeah, hopefully we get into round 3, but an uppercut like that from Drake might change everything as it got a little bit close right there. Both guys have crimson mask after so many strikes right there, but significant strikes are even at 14-14, but total strikes landed goes to Aussie Kid. But Aussie Kid, he had such a successful first round. Second round, you could say that goes for Drake. This third round is pivotal for both of these guys.
Oh yeah, third and final. It's for all the marbles now. And we're going to see how these guys perform. Aussie Kid has a little bit more stamina. It's probably going to be easy for him to take this round. But Drake has been landing some big shots, and he's done the damage. He's put in the work on that head. So any shots to the head that he can sneak through, Kingsley, it's going to be big.
Yeah, the like uppercut right again. It seemed like Drake was looking. Swinging. He looked like he was like watching for the body shots. Like if the body shots are going to come, just instant uppercut instantly from Drake. But now, what can Aussie Kid do? Maybe he's a little bit panicked. Maybe he wants to get the right slip into, because when he goes to that distance, it seems like he's getting pieced up every single time. The slips are not working to the adjustment. What do you think Drake needs to do to open up his opponent a little bit more as he gets hit with a rock?
Yo, he needs to do what he just did right there. He needs to let his hands go. He can't be afraid of that shot that's coming in by Drake. Drake's looking to throw like one good bomb, but right there he says, no, I'm throwing a combination. Now he's backing up Diaz. Nice little pull counter right there. And these guys are heating up. Still a lot of time to go in round number 3. But yeah, Aussie Kid just needs to let his hands fly and be careful not to get hit by the big shot.
You were almost 2 pulls away from your favorite kind of party, the pull party. But so far, Aussie Kid still working towards the play. I like that kind of strategy from him. He needs to make sure that he gets his opponent thinking about multiple avenues where he can inflict pain. But Drake, engaging the distance, gets the right hook for his troubles, working the body as himself. Can he get another knockdown? He tries to go for an uppercut, but not really committing fully as Aussie Kid still up to his feet.
Yeah, those body shots were big, but he hasn't really taken too many shots to the body. So Aussie Kid's got good defense, and right there, the pulls.
The
big body shots, bang, bang, down he goes on top. This could be it. He's throwing some hooks down the pipe with the straight hook.
There it is.
Hook, bang, bang. No.
Just barely everything is just depleted. A sliver. You need a magnifying glass to see how much head health he has. But the posture up, the knockout shot from Aussie Kid, as Nate Diaz says, they are not like us, as Drake takes a defeat and Aussie Kid gets the victory.
They not like us. They not like us. I'm telling you right now, Aussie Kid is here. It's good to see him get a win in the ESFL because this guy's so talented and he always has that Nate Diaz pick, and he's very exciting, and he's one of those guys that's very unique. You know, not a lot of people pick Nate Diaz like that, so it's good to see Aussie Kid a phenomenal win. Kingsley, how did you feel about that performance by Kingsley?
It seemed like he had a game plan from the get-go, right? Attack the body, and then when it seems like it was like the most like high sense chance that he could, he went for the head. I mean, he took a lot of damage. It was really a lot of chaotic moments in the second round, but for Aussie Kid to just like go through the storm, get into the eye of the storm, and get his one chance to get that knockdown, it kind of set him up perfectly. But I think those body shots at the beginning fully got him where he needed to be. Well, Drake, I think the big shots, while he kept going, kind of worked to his favor, but it was too little too late. That first round kind of like set the platform of where that third round was going to be. But so far, so good for ESFL 182. Again, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. I am Kingsley. That right there is Rob. We are excited to give you all these magical 10 fights, especially our title fight at the main event, which has a lot of implications that we will talk about later. But I think our predictions are gonna be ready soon, so let's get ready for our next fight here, Rob. It's gonna be TKK the Pug going against Ziggy Boy 777. Both guys in the top 20, but they're looking to break the mold and get a little bit higher up in the rankings, especially before the main event finale.
There we go. TKK the Pug versus Ziggy Boy. We're going to be slowing down these in-betweens here because we want you, the fans out there watching around the world, to get your predictions in. So take your time. Who do you think is going to win? We got a couple of neurological athletes out here, as Robin Black would say. And here we go. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. I love Jorge Masvidal as a pick, especially this Alter Ego 2019 version. And Here we go. Cam versus Jorge Kingsley. Let's get it.
It's going to be very interesting seeing a bit of a rematch of a main event card from Usman and Masvidal. Will we see another barn burner, or will history repeat itself as Ziggy Boy is using Jorge Masvidal on the right side? Pug is using Kamaru Usman on the left, using the black and gold trunks of Kamaru Usman, and already taken to the ground game. But good job by Ziggy Boy to deny the full takedown situation and get back up straight to his feet.
Yeah, this is never fun getting put on your back early in the ESFL, especially. Ooh, nice right hand by Mozzie right there, but he got up real quick off of his back, so that's what you want to see from a competitor like Ziggy Boy. But Clown out here, ooh, eating big shots. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, I wonder if that like takedown was his initial game plan. I wonder if he's going to try to do like 2 or 3 more takedowns attempts, trying to get close to him when he has his back to the cage. But Ziggy Boy, he's doing such a nice job, but that's the second one and already takes him down. So that's the game plan from Pug. He wants to bring his opponent down. Jorge Masvidal, even though he has amazing striking, his grapple game is not really up to par compared to Kamaru Usman's.
100%. And on top, Kamaru Usman is a beast. He did use a turning takedown there to get him down. Now he's looking to get to full mount, but right now just inside control, just trying to see what he can get. And on the bottom, Ziggy Boy is trying to figure out, how can I get out of here? And he chooses to go up there, Kingsley, and now he's in half guard position, doing pretty damn good. And on top, he's just faking, and he's trying to take full mount, Kingsley. Not good.
You know, it's always scary when you choose a striker and you think it's going to be a sit-up brawl, but then you instantly get taken out, and now you're in a world of like trying to figure out a solution that might be the hardest Rubik's Cube that you have. It's so many chess moves when it comes to the ground game that it's tough being in Ziggy Boy's position, because like we've seen people use the Conor McGregor's like, you know, I'm going to grapple, I'm going to get myself out of it. But when you're not used to this, especially against like a Kamaru Usman, it kind of leaves you at like limited options to get out of this.
100%. And time is ticking. You know, the round is being scored in your opponent, and Clown on top is getting key denies there. Ziggy's trying to roll to that left side, but oh man, right into full mount. Psychotic is smooth. He a smooth criminal up there. He's gonna try to posture up, and now he is here, full stamina, locked and loaded. Here comes the bombs, and Ziggy's got some block though to defend himself, luckily, but he needs to get out of here, Kingsley. This ain't, you know, another denial there. He's controlling him.
Yeah, but here's also the thing. Like, if you're in this position and you're using Jorge Masvidal, do you just say, like, if I'm taken down, the round is over, I'm just going to hold him as much as possible, trying to mitigate the damage to try to fight for another round? Because it seems like by 30 seconds, the round is going to be over. Do you just need to mentally reset, or do you just try to find a way to get out of it and use as much as your stamina?
A mental reset is so huge in a game like this. Getting to the stool, letting your mind go to ease, and just relaxing and trying to formulate a new game plan in your mind. So yeah, you're right, it's huge. And Ziggy Boy only got 6 significant strikes and over 3 minutes of control time for Usman in the first round. That's exactly what you want to see from a guy like Clown in this second fight here, Kingsley. Big round for Kamaru. Not too much damage, but good damage on the block and good control time. Round in the bag.
Yeah, you can see the highlights right here. I mean, when he was standing up, Ziggy Boy was able to get some strikes of his own, but this is going to be very important. He knows the takedowns are going to be coming, so he's going to be looking to his body to just deny any takedowns or any strikes. But now the head is going to be acceptable, but right now combinations coming in heavy from Ziggy Boy, as the Pug needs to find a way to get his game plan going, because right now it's just only one punch combinations. He's not really getting combinations in, and Ziggy Boy's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I like what he's doing though. He's letting him know. He's holding L2 R2. You're seeing Masvidal's hands come down. He's like, hey, I'm 100% focused on this takedown defense. That uppercut was almost there, but a little too late. That lead uppercut maybe a little bit quicker if he wants to throw that out there, but it looks like he's doing, ooh, Kingsley, beautiful little spinning back kick there by Ziggy. Ziggy seems like, oh, an uppercut. Turn to flow a little bit.
The adaptability has come in the second round, and maybe he just needed that mental reset. Denied 2 takedowns, able to get some combinations. So now, even though he gets taken down, if he doesn't get enough like grapple opportunities, Ziggy Boy is winning this round heavily, getting some elbows, getting some 1-2s. The distance, the space is working to his benefit. Pug needs to have a plan B, because right now the takedowns might not be working as he goes to the clinch right here, trying to take his back to the cage.
Yeah, Pug looks a little out of sorts. I saw that double jab. Look and see that a takedown a little out of range, and that's because Ziggy Boy's throwing that lead uppercut. He's making him think. He's overloading that brain. Boom, uppercut again, overhand. He's starting to combo on him. He's starting to do damage. Ziggy Boy starting to cook, starting to flow in round number 2, and he's hurting Psychotic Clown.
It seems like it's too much. That's where we're at halfway point in the second round right here. It seems like what Pug is doing, he's just moving in and he's just getting hit every single time. Like, he's willing to take the damage to try to get the takedown. And as you see, third denial of this round right here, as Ziggy Boy has completely turned this whole entire fight on its head as he's getting the punches, he's getting the strikes. He has the flying knees as he's disrupting the blockades, but now he's going for the clinch. He's inviting the close contact, the phone booth fighting that we haven't seen before in this contest.
Yeah, oh man, what an uppercut, connects right on the chin. Usman is in big trouble now. Ziggy Boy has him in the clinch, goes for a big head kick and low. He's really low on stamina because of it. Mistake by Ziggy Boy, gassing himself out, and that allowed Psychotic Clown to get that turning takedown a little bit easier. And now it's Psychotic's opportunity to do some damage in this last minute and 10, Kingsley.
Yeah, in this side control, it's going to be deadly because those elbows will count with the judges' scorecards. But right now, in this side control, and you have limited amount of time, you just got to mitigate the situations. You can't give any posture ups. You can't give him any opportunities to just steal this round. Because right now, you have this round in the bag. But if he gets a posture up and he's doing gnarly damage, he will take it. But another denial. This is going to be tricky. Can he get a posture up? It seems like he's going for a submission right here, Rob.
Oh yeah, he went to that arm triangle, pretty strong position, but Ziggy's not having any of it. Gets that first denial, 12 seconds left. He's trying to cook him. Denial from top, Kingsley. Ziggy. Yeah.
No time left. I don't know if he, like, it's a good strategy with a submission if he has plenty more time, but if he had a posture up, he could probably take it around. 30-5 is significant strikes. We saw it was like, what, 62? Just change it all the way up for Ziggy Boy. So Ziggy Boy, he has to feel pretty confident going in this third round because right now they're both standing back up, and we know the Pug's game plan is to take him down right now. And it seems, oh, we saw the glove touch in the second round. No glove touch here. Oh, disrespectful right here, Rob.
Wow, just kicks him right in the calf, opening dirty shot here from Psychotic, and he tries to get that takedown again from distance, but you know, our guy here, Masvidal, has been really focused. This Ziggy Boy is not getting taken down. He really likes that lead uppercut overhand, too. Ooh, slips and rips.
Jeez.
Ziggy Boy, his head movement is looking good. There's the shot, and he's not able to get it.
It's like, it's just frustration from Usman. It's a frustration from Pug. He went with this game plan. It worked in the first round, but the adaptability, the plan C, plan D, everything, Ziggy Boy was prepared. It doesn't seem like Pug is really prepared to get out of this and like change everything up, and now he's costly because Ziggy Boy gets the body, gets the head, gets the uppercut. He is trying to ride his own and he will. Ziggy Boy gets the victory with Jorge Masvidal.
Oh man, Ziggy Boy, since round one concluded, was just on fire, just surging, and there it is. You see that uppercut loaded and all over the face of Usman. Big old bomb to the grill. Kingsley,
just
Ziggy looking good,
looking real good. That's what you want to see from the ESFL veteran who's been in the season. When you get presented with a problem, what can you do after? What is your plan after the fact to change the whole fight up? And he did exactly that. The ground game, he knew he had the weaker fighter on the ground game, able to use the combinations, predicted what his opponent was going to do, and kind of downloaded the playbook from his opponent. And so far, Ziggy Boy, he's 3-2 now. So what a good way to go into the finale on a little bit of a winning streak now, if you call one fight a winning streak. But he gets a boiler bonus because he has legit 5 contests and he was able to win that one. So congratulations to him. What a great result for him so far, Rob.
Yeah, for sure. Boiler bonus and Ziggy getting a win and showing everybody that he can make adjustments. If you can take it down in the ESFL and you're able to recalibrate, make that adjustment, and then start throwing that lead uppercut, that lead uppercut, rear overhand with some oomph, then you know that you're in the right place. And he got that win, and it's a good win. And that his opponent looked pretty good, but he kind of looked a little rattled there, Kingsley, after he started getting uppercutted and the takedown defenses, the denies were coming in, and you can see the beads of sweat coming down Usman's bald head. But I mean, that was a great contest, Kingsley. It was a lot of fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, when you see a glove touch in the second round and third round, you don't see any kind of glove touch. You know that you had your opponent is rattled instantly. But hopefully in our next fight, no one's gonna get rattled, and we have another great fight. And it seems like we're gonna have a contest coming up here. It looks like we're gonna have I'm the GOAT going against AKA MG, a very highly touted fight. This one is going to be very good. I know we had a last minute replacement, but these guys are fighting in the middleweight. So Rob, what GOAT of MMA, excuse me, I had a correction in my ear. But Rob, when we look at this contest right here, what are you looking forward to in this contest?
I'm looking forward to these middleweights and the power that they possess. And you can see that these guys are about 2 wins to 3. They fought a couple of times before, and it seems pretty even. And GOAT of MMA and MG are both kind of seasoned in the ESFL right now. So I'm just looking for a good fight. I'm looking to see these guys make some adjustments like that last fight. And I'm looking for an explosive result.
Absolutely. And we know that GOAT of MMA, he's 1-0, he's undefeated. If he could go to the finale 2-0, that's going to be very good, especially for the next season when he has an opportunity. But AKA MG, we know that he was up to the top. He wants to create another moment, and he's using Anderson Silva. So hopefully we get to see the front kick. Maybe we still see a crazy knockout. The canvas is already bloody, so we're going to see some excellent action here in our third fight. Again, MG using the Anderson Silva on the right side, while GOAT of MMA using the current champion Duplessis on the left side. Let's see who dictates the pace first. And already a stiff jab coming from his opponent right there, GOAT of MMA.
Yep, jabs are the best right there at the opening exchanges. GOAT of MMA 1-0, MG 2-1. Last minute replacement, like you said, Kingsley. So he's got an opportunity here, and I love that Silva pick. One of my favorite picks in middleweight. So good to utilize as a counter fighter, but he's kind of taking the center of the ring, and he's using those stutter steps, those in and out movements. Ooh, nice little teep kick to back him up, and now GOAT's feeling that pressure.
Yeah, good uppercuts, but the benefit goes into MG. MG able to get the standing uppercut to get him some more damage. But right now, this is the biggest test. GOAT MMA doing a nice job with those uppercuts. But right now, it seems like he wants to get that distance. He wants to play a little bit more of the outside. When he gets his back to the cage, what is his strategy? Is he going to fight his way out, or is he going to sidestep? But it seems like he's charged a little bit forward, so he feels a little bit confident of where he's going with his striking so far.
Yeah, Anderson Silva has phenomenal movement. So if you play a counter game, you move your head, you move your feet, you're going to be doing some good things in there. And MG is looking to do that. He's really looking for that pull counter. He's trying to make GOAT miss. He's trying to make him pay. But right now, GOAT isn't biting too much, but he is using a little bit more stamina than Mr. Silva here early in this round number 1.
Yeah, but he's disrupting that block gauge. That block gauge is going to be very necessary, especially when you get those slips going. And with an uppercut landing from MG, he knows where his opponent wants to go. Now, what's the adaptability? What's the preemptive slip that he wants to do? The pulls, you can't really do it unless you're judging that he's going to use uppercut. He knows that that's been Goldberg MMA's favorite move. But when you're changing up, especially with 145 left and making a miss, get him into the money a little bit.
It's interesting. It's like GOAT is kind of throwing out that jab, and then he's comboing with a big shot, and he's just not able to really hit MG. MG's just really doing good defensively, really moving well out, exiting well with just some simple head movement. And then he's kind of putting pressure on GOAT, and then GOAT, every time he comes near him, he's just throwing those big shots off that jab, Kingsley. And now he's stung, boom, right to the face. Couple body shots too.
Absolutely, and slipped the wrong way to lead into that rock. It could have been a quick one, but now MG is suffocating his opponent. Back to the cage. This was the key point. You could play a counter game against Anderson Silva, but when you're back into the cage, are you going to fight your way through? Or are you going to go to a pull party and try to sidestep him? Right now, it's up to GOAT. What can he do? What can he find his way through? Because it seems like he's pressing forward, but he's not landing any combinations. He's still staying to the head. I wanted him to go to the body a little bit more. Maybe use a kick or so.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea to go to the body because every time he comes forward and he throws that big hook, you're seeing MG just duck right under that and look to counter. And he's done a good job. And against the cage, he put I'm a goat in the pressure cooker, and he was just tagging him left and right like he was on the recess playground out back in elementary school. And you know, right now it's a big test. He's got to make some adjustments, Kingsley, like you said, and really stop just coming forward and swinging and whiffing like he is doing in round number 1.
Yeah, and right now you can see the game plan has already changed. As GOAT of MMA gets the side control takedown. He wanted to do it. He wanted to get that settled, but now it's up to MG. You have the Anderson Silva. He has great submissions off of his back. He can kind of like dissuade the situation from him, but now it's up to the denials. He gets the first denial, but what can MG do? What can the strategy be? As he gets a second denial, the posture ups haven't been working, but now into a full mount situation and able to get back up. Great, excellent defense by MG.
Yep, MG had a little stamina advantage there, used it wisely, got up. Good work from him, and here comes his opponent. I'm a goat, still kind of plodding forward. And look at his head health, though. He's getting, oh man, left hook lands, connects. Oh, he's waving him on, he's taunting. I like it. MG starting to feel himself in there, Kingsley.
Oh, he tried to go for a spinning back flip. Oh my God, nasty shots, nasty body shots as well, but needs to be careful of the stamina from MG. MG doing such a nice job. He knows his bread is buttered, and the striking game, he has the Silva, he has the head health, he has the body health working, and now he's just taunting a massacre against MMA.
Oh yeah, his thumb connection to the analog sticks is on fire. He is in the Matrix right now. He is Neo, and he is whooping Agent Smith. This is crazy, Kingsley. I mean, he's looking good. MG's just looking like a smooth criminal in there, and moving uppercut lands. He just teeing off on him.
Just like Anderson Silva, MG wants to be the one like Neo. He wants to be the one to actually defeat his undefeated streak. He wants to take away Goldberg MMA's 1-0 and make him 1-1 to be the one. So far, it seems like he's playing a little bit of a counter method against Goldberg MMA. It seems like he's taking a step back, but he's trying to invite his opponent to get a box. Uppercut. Huge uppercut for Goldberg MMA. Trying to go for a head kick. Not able to land. That's 120 left in the second round right here, Rob.
Oh, go try to go for that little free that little free head kick when your opponent comes right back up, but he was a little off the timing. That could have been devastating for MG, and that's a wake-up call for MG to maybe, you know, just lock in a little bit. Don't horse around because, oh man, uppercut lands for Dricus Duplessis, but the uppercut also lands for MG. And now he's in the stack guard position, but he's going to let him up here. 35 seconds left in round number 2. Will we see round number 3?
You notice that he didn't taunt after he knocked him down again. Like after he got rocked a little bit, it was like, okay, let me take this a little bit more seriously. But MG, having his back to the cage, circling around with 10 seconds left, needs to make sure he doesn't create any mistakes for himself. As you see, Goldberg trying stuff, taunting his opponent. No one's like he whipped, but this third round is going to be very interesting. We saw a little bit of glimmer of hope for GOAT of MMA, but for MG, what does he need to do to capitalize off of that 2 knockdown round?
Yeah, MG just needs to be careful because GOAT of MMA is coming with some big shots, but he's looking pretty good. And man, 3 takedown 2 because he rocked him. Good choice. He's got a stamina advantage, and let's see what his grappling is like. And I don't think he's going to be able to get out GOAT of MMA, but let's see.
I feel so bad for him because he tried to land that uppercut. I thought he had like the closer, faster, like hitting motion, but Silva, you don't doubt his speed. You don't doubt his tenacity. And as MG is looking, he saw the spear. He's like, you know what? I'm going to bring you back up. I know standing is my bread and butter. And with 4 minutes, it seems like the referee is going to stand him up. And GOAT MMA doesn't want to get back up. He's comfortable being on the ground, but he's losing a lot of time out of this contest.
Yeah, he's doing the turtle pose from the bottom, and oh my God, picks him up and just slams him on the ground, but he has no stamina here. MG's gonna probably try to move, but oh my goodness. Oh, I thought he got full mount. MG still on top though, Kingsley, but not a lot of gas in the tank to really unload power.
Yeah, but question to you, like in this situation, when you're lower stamina, do you try to go for the submission, or do you just constantly try to go for the posture up? Like, what's your avenue to get damage against Anderson Silva right here?
Yeah, when you have low stamina, you really just got to watch the transitions and watch the submissions from the bottom and try to do what he's doing here and keep your stamina high and get to a better position. And then once you have that energy in your stamina compartment, you just unload. And this is crazy good work. He's got him flattened out right here. This is really bad, really bad. He's rocked now. This is terrible for MG. He's going for the rear naked choke. He's got the stamina advantage, Kingsley. This is going to be interesting. It goes right to mount again, and now he's just throwing bombs. Thunderous shots, Kingsley.
Oh my God. GOAT of MMA says, I will stay undefeated as he becomes the 1 and 2-0. GOAT of MMA kind of upsets aka MG in that contest. He was probably down 2 rounds. Got knocked down twice in the second round, but able to come back with a takedown and take the victory. I think MG got a little bit too cocky there, and he just lost it instantly in that third round.
Yeah, that's wild. I cannot believe that Amago was able to pick him up, put him on the ground, have such little stamina, and still able to find a way to get that full mount position, which we all know is super dominant in this game right now, and get the finish. I mean, that is a testament to Amago's will. His streak is still alive, and wow, I mean, that was a very dangerous, motivated, in rhythm opponent. MG was looking really freaking good, and the fact that he lost that, I mean, that's a win for Amago. I mean, what a comeback. What a comeback in the Esports Fight League.
It's so devastating, right? Because MG, he was taunting, he was feeling good, confident in his abilities, and then all of a sudden, when that, because I thought about it in that first rock that he had in the second round, even though he got like put down twice, you can't give anyone in the ESFL a chance. They will disrespect you all the way back, and you will find a way to get a win. We've seen it too many times before. You always got to make sure you put your opponent down. But hey, it strives for great content and strives for great entertainment, and that's what we love to do here in ESFL Live on Twitch and on YouTube every single time. So hopefully we get more of that stuff in the future bouts, because right now we're done with the prelims. We're on to the main card, and this one's gonna be really good. It's gonna be a little bit chaotic, but I think it has a lot of chances to have another Fight Night contender, as we have Joe Goldberg going against K1 Payne, who are both 1-1 and want to get over that 500 hump.
Yeah, 1-1, couple of breadsticks right there, couple of unrated fighters, but K1 defeated aka Amazon, lost to the current champ MTJ, and Joe Goldberg picked up a dub and an L early in the season, suspended a few cards, but he's back, and looks like they're going to be making their choices here. Alexander Volkanovski for Joe and Ilya Topuria for Payne. This is going to be a crazy fight, because Ilya's got that power, but Alexander Volkanovski, he just never runs out of gas. So fast, so much volume. Here we go, Kingsley.
Crazy fight in real life, crazy fight in the ESFL. That's all we want in these type of contests, as we see Payne again on the left side using either Topuria, and Joe Goldberg using Volkanovski in the black and gold trunks on the right side. And the pace so far, a little bit back and forth, a little bit of a tennis match when it comes to jabs, but they are used to implementing the jabs. A little bit of slip action, but uppercut being landed from Joe.
Yeah, I like what BK's doing right now. He's kind of putting that pressure on, leading with that hook, connecting on V-Payne and slipping and moving pretty well, and he's backed up V-Payne a couple of times, but both these guys are coming forward. But look at V-Payne, he's eating shots, but both of them are eating shots. They're throwing down.
Did we have like 1 second where they were, well, I guess we had that 1 second right there, but like it seemed like they were constantly going at this pace where it was just like either someone was punching or you're getting hit instantly. That block H is not going to be surviving anytime longer. I don't even think we might even get a second round, because these guys are swinging for the fences right now with their hooks.
Watch out.
Miss it with an uppercut. Ooh.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Topuria connects. Oh, block breaks. Down goes Joe. In trouble. He's going to be able to survive here, but a lot of damage being dished out. Let's see what Ilya does. Is he going to go for the takedown? He does. V-Payne puts him right into side control position. Goes for the full mount, but gets denied. That's huge for the Topuria player.
Absolutely. And so far, Joe Goldberg is finally putting the box in the bottom position right now, being suffocated by his own demise, but Payne taking his time, being very patient, trying to get his situation, but a good denial from Joe. Joe doing it's so tough being this like back mount position because like you're always worried about the submissions, but also that backside. It's kind of scary when like there's so many avenues where you could harm your opponent.
Yeah, it's hella scary, but he really did. Oh, sneaky takes his back. Nice little risky play, but it pays off. And now V-Payne is in trouble here. Let's see what BK can do. He's going to look for that rear naked choke, or he's going to go for that full mount position, or maybe that armbar. And that armbar's pretty nice, but the denial from Joe. He's submission ready.
Yeah, and so far, Joe is finding his joy in this situation in the ground game, able to get the reverse, but gets denied himself. It's up to Payne. What can he possibly do? Gets back to the full guard. But what is the avenue? He has 105 to work with, and now the posture right here. He needs to deny these punches, and that's a good strategy from Goldberg. Goldberg feels good about it, even though he got rocked. He wants to stay back up into the stand-up game. He has chances to do more damage, but with 45 seconds, what can Payne do? Can he land another uppercut? It rocks his opponent, but a good slip from Joe.
Yeah, I'm surprised Payne is throwing heat like this because he's giving Payne an opportunity to maybe get a knockdown, but we'll see. They're just still throwing down, block breaking each other, and this fight is just full throttle.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to do a head kick. I feel like that. Oh, a denial of the takedown to get the right hook in on the face of Joe Goldberg. And right now, we look at the stance. Total strikes in favor of Joe Goldberg, but Payne gets more significant strikes, even with the rock, so he might have won this round. As we take a look at the replay, look at that vicious right hook into the uppercut. As both guys are showing respect to each other going to the second round. What does Joe Goldberg need to do in the second round right here to at least, like, take down the pressure cooker that is the pace of Payne?
Joe just needs to watch out for that fake takedown. He needs to watch for V-Payne kind of coming in and slipping and ripping and catching with like a lead hook, and also watch out for that takedown and just kind of take control of that center like he's doing and just use some footwork. He's looking pretty good early here in round number 2.
Yeah, the distance coming into factor in this second round right here as Payne tries to go for another uppercut after that second hit combination as he slips and dips and rips it like a big blade. Rips the opponent down. Joe Goldberg getting knocked down for a second time, but able to get back up, not going to the ground situation. The pull is there. He's looking for slips. This is a pull clinic from Payne so far.
Kingsley wants to get in his bikini. He brought up pool party 3 times. You know he wants to get into that Victoria's Secret bikini and go crazy out there at the pool. Yeah. And you asked me, what does Goldberg need to do? I said he needs to throw that lead hook, and he gets slipped and ripped. So call me Mystic Mac.
Well, can the Mystic Mac predict what's going to be happening in these 1 minute in this contest? Because right now we're approaching the halfway mark, and the confidence has to be building up for Payne. Joe, for himself, it just seems like the avenues are not there. He's able to get a pull away, but these combinations are missing, and that stamina is getting lower and lower every single time. But so far, I'm hoping to see what can Joe Goldberg do. I want to see a leg kick, maybe just change up the avenues, change up the options that he's leaving his opponent.
Ooh, yeah, like a teep kick or a front kick, you know, just kind of some push kicks to back up to Puri a little bit. And just watch that slip and just stay strong. And there's that slip again.
Elbows.
Elbow Kingsley, but Joe pulls that. Oh, it's dropped.
Cut like a diamond. Can he shine like a diamond? Bright as a diamond as Payne puts the pain on Joe Goldberg, saying this is your finale. Welcome to your tape. And we see Payne being 2-1 in ESFL.
Shine bright like a diamond. Whoa, what was that? Did you hear that? Was there a celebrity in here? Was that Selena Gomez?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. But there it is. There it is. Joe Goldberg taking an L there, and V-Payne's coming out aggressive, really leaning on that slip and rip style. And unfortunately, BK just could not throw that lead hook and justify it. So, Kingsley, how'd you like that fight? It was a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys enjoy it?
It was a good one. I'm sure our people on Twitter on YouTube absolutely enjoyed it. I just love the fact that they constantly went at an ongoing pace. And once someone like broke the mold at that pace, when someone got the first knockdown, they didn't like say, "Oh, I'm gonna take a step back." They were using the distance a little bit much, but they were strategically planning. Those slips from Payne did wonders for his fight. He was absolutely able to land the uppercuts. He was slipping when he saw the mistake, able to land the right hook. Everything seemed to come into play for him. And for his opponent, I mean, he tried his best, right? Joe Goldberg had a chance there. He was able to get the reversal in the first round, but not really accomplishing as much as you want. I think he got one positive round. He tried to go for rear naked choke. Maybe that wasn't in his game plan, but something to do to get his opponent thinking. But Payne, what can you say? He's going to the finale 2-1. He might get like some chance at a boiler bonus, but we'll have to see. Maybe he'll get more opportunities, especially in a new affiliate league that's going to be coming around, especially partnered with the ESFL called Total Conflict. That's going to be coming up soon later this year. We're super excited to be partnering with them. We hope that it's something that we had in the history of the ESFL where we get to showcase them, showcase new talent, because this is what it's all about in the ESFL. We love our vets, we love our champions, but bringing in new talent, especially in UFC 5 and later games in the future, that's the main important reason why we do this here.
Yeah, we like that fresh ESFL blood because we want to see the old fight the new, the old guard defend against the new guard, and that's what you're getting to see now. The ebb and flow of mixture between the old heads and the new heads, and it's just a beautiful damn thing to watch, Kingsley. You know, it's elegant as...
Yeah, I think you said yourself. I was like waiting for like the next word, but that's totally fine. But especially with new blood, be sure to sign up to the Discord because applications are going hot and heavy. You want to be a part of it. It's going to be so amazing. But now let's get ready for some new and old blood as we're ready for our next fight. This one is a bit of a big one. Both guys are trying to get to 500 level and even up their record. It's going to be TB12 Linus going against Versestyle in his highly contested battle in the main card. This one, they're both in the top 15. They're looking out to put a big show here, Rob.
Damn right. We're getting up to the top 10. Linus versus 14 Versestyle. I've seen Versestyle many times. Both these guys 2 and 3. And Versestyle is actually, you said Total Conflict. Well, this is the owner of Total Conflict. This guy is like Zaina, you know, Z Hunter, but who knows? I think Versestyle might be able to take Z Hunter in the virtual octagon. What do you think, Kingsley?
This one's gonna be big, especially when you're putting on a new affiliate league. There's so much pressure when it comes to that. We saw Wranglers come into these type of fights, so I can only imagine the pressure or the promotion he's trying to do right here. But this one's a big one. Izzy Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Versestyle on the right side using Alex Pereira, and then TB12, the TB12 method. Cam, apparently Linus going on the left side using Izzy Adesanya. I want to see if he could just hit it like a quick bullet pass to the face with a jab. That would be nice. He was able to move in the pocket, unless like he's not like Tom Brady. He's able to move within the pocket. But so far, I want to see, can he use these uppercuts? Can he use the kicks? Can he use the leg kicks to his benefit? Because so far we've seen nothing but punches. I want to see someone actually attack the fight with the leg kicks.
I'm trying to see a bullet pass to the face too. Was that a baseball reference? I like that one. Let's go.
Honestly, it could be a baseball reference, but a baseball reference is that he's trying to hit a home run shot right now to the face of Versestyle. As Versestyle gets an easily early rock onto his face. And Linus, he's doing such a great job. He's ducking, he's trying to watch out for the leg kicks, but he's still pressing forward, even though he's using the last 7 minutes so far in this early parts of the first round.
Kingsley, are you saying you want someone to get Babe Ruth in there?
I want to see someone get Michael Jordan. They want to get 3 wins, retire, then get 3 more wins and get the title again. I want to see someone go all the way, but so far, I want to say Versestyle is working towards his game plan. He gets a head kick. That's what I want to see, but it needs an uppercut. He needs to be very careful of the pacing because right now this is Versestyle's style, but he needs to watch out for the flying knee.
He does. And you know who else has a really good flying knee is Pereira as he gets his leg checked. And he's landing pretty good, but you got to watch out for the power of Pereira. He is so damn powerful. And Israel Adesanya is a great striker, phenomenal footwork, very fast, but, you know, you got to be careful. And right now, it's pretty freaking even, if you ask me. I can't tell who's winning. The block is getting low on Versestyle. Kingsley's getting teep kicked back. It's starting to heat up a tad in there.
Ooh, a good front kick with 140 left in the first round.
Oh,
Time to go
watch
for
out.
that flying knee. The second attempt, he's getting a little bit crazy, but this seems like it might be more of a chaotic fight as Linus. He's still pressing forward. He's not being dissuaded by the flying kick. He's using that knee, and that connected heavily to the stamina of Versestyle. But Versestyle still standing in the pocket, still standing in the phone booth, using the body shots, landing the left hook onto the face of Linus. Linus, what can he do with 1 minute remaining? He's gazing distance. He uses the leg kick. We're seeing a lot more leg kicks. Yes, use all your tools in this type of contest. You can't leave any stone unturned. And so far, Versestyle using the clinch, taking him down. Maybe he goes for a posture up. No, he goes to stay stand up. Do you think that might be the whole style of the fight, the story of the fight? We're not going to see any takedowns here.
Yep, I don't think so. I think this is going to be a striker's delight, and Versestyle really searching for that head kick, but it's Mr. Linus mixing up. Oh, there comes the locomotion train. Oh man, the SSN.
Yo, I'm flying into 2 head kicks. Are you kidding me? That's how you want to end off a round right there. That's how you steal around 2 stuns and 1 knockdown for Versestyle. Look at this replay right here. Gets a head kick, gets another one at the buzzer beater. Call him Tyrese Halliburton. We're going from football to baseball to basketball and now back to MMA as we see Versestyle. He wants to get that victory. Can he do another crazy move to get Linus demoralized and not try to go for anything himself?
We're going all over the place. We're going to Pokemon 1 on the Game Boy. He's swimming up and down that river, and he just found the missing gnome.
We'll have to see. Maybe it's a power and he'll just get out of the gun and just like try to shoot one. But right now he's shooting some good shots right here as Versestyle still pressing forward. Gets a nice little body into a left hook onto the face of Linus. Linus doing such... Let's see him do a little bit of a better job of Versestyle. 42% on his striking landing, but a head help for Versestyle getting lower as good damage is coming out from Linus.
Oh, he's getting chopped. It's like Jean-Claude Van Damme in there, and you know, Adesanya is just all over him right now. Mr. Linus is starting to cook. Ooh, tags him again with that lead hook, and now Versestyle again with the flying knee, the savior.
How to save a life? Well, it's not by a flying knee as Versestyle is trying to destroy Linus's life. As the leg kicks are still coming up from Linus, but you need to be careful of those flying knees. That's his 3rd attempt doing it. He landed on 2 of them, and now the head kicks. As soon as the round keeps ticking away, he gets a little bit crazy. Versestyle doing such a nice job, and I don't think this is the natural stance for Versestyle for using Axe Pereira. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so far he's doing such a nice job just switching stances.
He is, and he's jumping up, trying to take his opponent on a magic carpet ride. Every time he goes with those knees, he is... Oh, he missed. Slips out perfectly. Nice sidestep from Linus. He has been stepping left and right, avoiding those frontal attacks pretty damn well. And look now, the body, the head has been damaged, but it is Versestyle who has landed the bigger shots. Oh, but he's getting teed off on right now.
Scary.
Linus is cooking a little bit.
This is very scary. Linus has saw blood. He knows that Axe Pereira can bleed, but now here's the moment. Can he capitalize? Can he watch out for it? Because I feel like the flying knee is going to come. It's either going to be a head kick or a flying knee. He needs to be careful when he goes into the phone booth against Versestyle, because Versestyle is going to go for broke if he feels like his back is to the wall. But right now, the knee landing. Linus still moving forward, using that body uppercut. Gets the right hook for his shovels, but gets a trade. This is crazy. This is a 1 minute remaining in the 2nd round. Will we see a crazy move for Versestyle? He's going to get a little bit crazy here, Rob.
Yeah, he might. I mean, he's eating body kicks a lot. Linus is really distributing his damage equally, and it's just the head that Versestyle has really damaged. And now the knees are coming in, and as we get into round 3, all these body shots are accumulating. The stamina is getting a lot lower, and it's going to be really tough for Versestyle in this round number 3. Ooh, nice little block counter too. And guess what? Kingsley? The head health is also damaged on Versestyle. It's going to be a tough 3rd round. Linus looks to be surging. He looks to be climbing Mount Everest.
We saw one comeback already on ESFL 182. Can we see another? Linus has been getting hit so many times. He's been knocked down. Can he find his way to get some avenues to bring it back up? This is the final round of this contest. Versestyle What can he do to continue on his momentum? Will he get this way? He's getting some nice body shots. A lead into the right hook. But right now, this fumble going for a finding of his own. Linus does. But back and forth it goes. Who is going to take advantage of the one mistake? The one key mistake you cannot do here. Oh, the leg kicks. The leg kicks are hurting. Now it's up to Linus. Can he capitalize? He's working the knees. He's working the legs. Can he find the right body shot here, Rob?
And that's why he is switched to the southpaw. Oh my goodness. They're in the matrix right there. Beautiful head movement from both guys. Linus ducking that elbow. And my goodness. Oh, knee to the body. Versestyle starting to get melted a little bit. He just needs to find his mark. He needs to find one shot, flying knee, uppercut, anything that lands from Pereira will be devastating on Linus. But Linus is fighting so good right now. Uppercuts landing. This is crazy, Linus.
Oh, the elbow slam. Huge. The one shot. Time as we see Versestyle able to get the rock, able to use the knees, but needs to be very careful. He can't overcommit. He has to work the body as much as he can. There's 3 minutes remaining. Doesn't matter when you have one shot, one opportunity. Linus trying to go for it. Stack guard right here. He wants to end it. He wants to but he can't. The head health is non-existent. He goes back into it. Linus, can he do it? No, he's so close there, Rob.
I'm freaking hyped right now. This is crazy. And Linus coming forward. He's trying to put the nail in the coffin. Versestyle is just moving his head. His blockade is deteriorated, and he's just getting
2 minutes
by Linus.
Oh my God, the hooks are coming in. The blockage is non-existent for Versestyle. He's using the boom shots as much as he can, but Linus, can he end it? The body shots, the head hits, and it's all over. Linus gets the victory. The comeback is real in ESFL.
Bang, bang, there it is. Linus rang the doorbell. Nobody was home because he was knocked out.
God, that is the true TB12 method. Tom Brady would be damn proud, able to find a victory out of nowhere. I don't know what voodoo he did, but Linus, good stuff. Versestyle had all the momentum in the world, but that second round, when he got that rock, I think that just changed everything. You can see that was the turning point of this contest. And when you saw his blocking gauge, everything being low, the leg health was low, and that changed everything where he couldn't just focus on the head. He had to focus on his body, the legs, everything. And when it got to it, you see that face just all pieced up. Man, oh man, Linus coming back in that. I'm gonna say it. That might be fighting night contender. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you were pretty hyped there. We were screaming, you were screaming. I felt like I was it was just amazing. That was a great fight. And yeah, like you said, Linus was just able to dissect his opponent, land that kick, make his opponent switch his stances, and then go to the body, go to the head, you know. Versestyle was landing that flying knee nicely. He was landing his shots as well, but Linus just kind of slowly came back in that fight towards the end of round number 2, into round number 3, and he just put on a mother flipping clinic and took that win. And now 3-3, big win for Linus. I believe moving on up into that top 10 echelon, possibly in the ESFL.
Yeah, I can't wait what he does in the finale. And big reminder, the finale will not be happening next week. We're going to take Father's Day off, but the week after that, June 22nd, is when we're going to have our PlayStation 5 finale for Season 2 of the ESFL. And then we're going to be going on to our Xbox side later on in the year, but our finale is coming up close. So we have so many good stuff before we end the season off with a bang. Again, our main event will be Campmate versus Campmate, as MTJ is going against Bum in the K1 camp. If MTJ wins that contest, he will be the Season 2 champion. But if Bum wins, then chaos ensues, just like in the last fight, where we're gonna have to figure out in the finale who will become our Season 2 champion. So you don't want to miss out on any of the ESFL action on our social media, on our Discord. Be sure to join up. And if you miss out on any of these amazing fights, especially that last fight, if you just popped in here, maybe you lost for prediction points or anything, you might want to come back and just like rewind a little bit and just see what kind of madness that almost made me lose my voice. It's so much good stuff, and we can't wait to talk more about it in the future. But Rob, I think we're ready for our next fight as we're getting things. So, and we're getting some updates.
Again, chat.
Oh
Let
no!
these people know. Let these sleepyhead Driz, man.
Oh.
Someone get him a warm bottle.
We were hoping that Driz will come in. This happened to me. This is my second time that this happened. In the main event, last time when I commentated, Driz was supposed to fight for his title to get the number one defendership and possibly be the season 2 champ, but he no-showed. Unfortunately, again, he no-showed for his next contest. So I think he is not gonna be here, and our guys in the staff will deal with that at a later time. But we still have another fight that's going to be amazing. Unfortunately for Maxi, he's not going to have his fight, but we have another fight coming up that's going to be absolutely amazing, as we have Henza, who is 2-0 undefeated. Can he be the second undefeated guy on this card, going against K1 Cook, who is 3-2? As we take a look at the fight screen right here in the welterweight division, this is going to be an insane fight. Machado Gary versus Leon Edwards. Big time fight right here, Rob.
Big, huge. And looks like from word from the back, Kingsley is Maxi is going to be guaranteed a fight at the finale. And I just got to say, every time I've done commentary, Driz has been asleep. So I don't think he's ever made one of these. He's always fallen asleep.
That's crazy. What?
He's like, oh, he's asleep. Where is he?
Nothing will hurt me more is when, like, it was like the one card I was hyping him up, like, oh, he's gonna defend his style, he just no shows, and that's happened. But now we got two fighters who are here who are gonna put on a hell of a show, and we're gonna celebrate them as much as possible. As this K1 Cook using the Leon Edwards on the right side, going against Henza, who is 2-0, using Machado Gary in the purple gear, purple trunks. I love it. Let's see what we can do, as both guys are swinging with haymakers, landing on the hooks and using their kicks very nicely.
Yeah, Henza looking real good in those purple spandex right there. Can't keep my eye off him, but Henza putting on some pressure, gets him down early, and there's the turning takedown upwards for Leon Rocky Edwards, one of my favorite picks. And K1 Cooked is the real deal. This guy's very talented. We're on 180 ping here, so it could get a little weird. These guys might take some time to get used to each other, but look at that. Just 4 or 5 hooks on that left side.
Just constant, just barraging that block gauge. And so far, Cooked is trying to, like, get his opponent on the grill and trying to flip him over, because right now the second post drop opportunity, he is landing on that block gauge, and now the head held. Hey, I think Henza needs to find a way to get out of this, because this is not where you want to be, especially with 3:10 left, and he gets denied. This is looking pretty bad here, Rob.
Hey, you said he was trying to flip the burger. It looks like he's trying to make that burger medium rare and getting him out of there quick as Captain Cook. But, you know, on the bottom, he was able to slip. Good stuff for Henza. And Henza needs to be on his game right now. He needs to be methodical and determined to get up. He cannot be full mounted again. That's a good denial there for Henza.
Yeah, he needs to get these denials. He needs to find a way to get back up, because if he goes back to the full mount position, we might see Henza be barbecue chicken, because it might be done instantly as he gets a posture up. But good denial again. Hey, I'm hungry too. I'm hungry for some knockouts right here. And right now into the stack guard as a good reversal. We see Henza doing a nice job to get back to the stand-up. And with under 2 minutes, he has a chance to seal this round away from Cook, as Cook gets a nice body shot for his troubles.
Yeah, let's see. It didn't seem like too much damage was dished out there, but definitely, we're getting a little bit of sauce right now. Just a little bit of scroll.
Yeah, so
getting
a little bit of sauce, but right now it seems like center of the octagon. I want to see if Henza, if he's able to have a chance, what can he do? Because we know that he can't get taken down again. He needs to make sure that he stays standing up, especially with 1 minute remaining in this first round right here, Rob.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, look at that little straight lead uppercut. He can't get put on his back. He can't get put in that full mount position, but right now he's kind of standing his ground. And he's finding openings with his combinations. Ooh, I like the straight lead uppercut. I like the straight lead combinations. Those are really nice. He's backing up his opponent. K1 Cook needs to move, because he's getting his block gauge broken down here against the cage, Kingsley.
And that one important note I want to see here, as we're like 15 seconds left in this first round. One thing I'm seeing from Cook, he's trying to use that 1-2 with the left hook. He's missing a couple of times, and that's like disrupting his stamina. Machado Gary has been doing such a nice job with his distance range. Now I'm worried that Leon Edwards is gonna overexert himself or overcommit, and he's gonna get capitalized with maybe a head kick, possibly. Even though he won the significant strikes and most of the total strikes landed with the ground game, I want to see if he overexerts himself way too much that it gives Henza a chance to come back in this fight.
Yeah, great points, Kingsley, and we're gonna see how these guys kind of maneuver in round number 2, because that was a pretty close, oh man, first round. But right off the bat, you're seeing Henza just unload and really combo well off that straight punch, and he's moving pretty nicely on the inside. Oh, kick kind of snaps through the block. There's the takedown. Kenny gets it back, and he ragdolls him down.
That's big. That's huge. He knows that. I think Cook knew that if he stayed in the stand-up, he needs to have the guarantee of the ground game. He needs to at least build some capital, because these power drop opportunities, he is striking the block gauge. He is getting damage on head health. That is going to score points in the eyes of the judges here.
100%. And this is where it gets kind of scary. Can he get that denial? No. Good job by by Machado Gary. Oh, and he's going to roll him with the momentum. Beautiful work. Delicioso.
Yeah, but he can't stay here. Henza, even though I want to see him, if he wants to get like one posture opportunity, get that and then get all the way out. Because right now, that's what happens. You get reversed. We know that his opponent Cook was doing such a nice job on the ground game.
They're playing Uno in there.
They are. It's like a reversal. But now we need to see Henza get a wild card and just find his way to get some damage on his opponent. This is a good posture up, but now just get back up. You can't stay in this position because Cook will find a way to get back up.
Yeah, he definitely will. And there he is. He's listening to the broadcast. He's listening to Kingsley back up. Henza. Oh, but it's so dangerous because his opponent's faking the takedown, going for the shots. Nice little clinch attempt, but Henza backs up just out of range. Nice little cheap kick.
See, ooh, good front kick. I love what Cook did. I wish he had his opponent's back to the cage as he's going for another takedown right here. Even though he doesn't get it, this is a good situation for him, because if Henza's back to the cage, he can't really gauge his distance as he gets a nice elbow for his trouble. Get him close up so he can actually land those hooks, land those elbows. That's been the move that Cook wanted to have, and now it's up to Henza. How can he respond with 1:30 left in the second round?
K1 is on fire. Henza, his head health is getting a little bit low. I mean, it's pretty even. They're both, oh man, head kick. Takedown, counter. No.
Big mistake.
This fight's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have when you have Machado Gary and Leon Edwards. Henza is still, like, I think there might be a little bit of nerves because he's 2-0. He wants to be 3-0 at the finale and maybe stake his claim for some, like, bonus money. But for K1 Cook, this is all about pride. This is all about, can he show that he's one of the big top competitors and be in that top 5? With 30 seconds left, I want to see if Henza, is he going to overcommit a little bit more? Because you see a slip right here. It seems like Cook wants to find his way back of capitalizing the mistakes of Henza. Oh, but a good front kick.
Front kick connects. Incredible. K1 Cook has his back against the fence. He's trying to glide and move and keep himself all the way from being pressed. And oh my goodness, I see out in the crowd, some guy has his shirt off and he's super hyped, and his name is Little Cloud Walker. He's screaming, "This is so awesome, let's go." Heck yeah, these guys are putting it on the line for you. Let's go, Kingsley.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they could bring on more hype, because this third round is going to be the biggest one of them all. You don't want to leave it to the judges' scorecards. You want to make sure you have a guaranteed, like, successful moment in these type of fights. Henza, he wants to stay undefeated. K1 Cook wants to prove that he's one of the top competitors, as long with his campmates that are fighting for the title later in this event. But so far, gauging the distance, try to go for a takedown, fakes it a little bit, head kick to the, well, actually not head kick, body kick for Henza, but not really getting much as they going for the clinch. I want to see who's going to get the right slip. The pull party not really landed, but a takedown lands for Cook.
And he's got a nice little stamina bank built here, and this could be a little dangerous as they cruise over to the side saddle position, looking to throw some nice elbows. We'll see how Henza reacts. Goes to the side control position, right to full mount as Henza, but no, he denies it. Henza doing pretty good here.
Yeah, watch those elbows, but right now gets a nice now, staying into the sprawl position. but time is ticking down for Henza. Henza needs to get on his horse and find a way to get back up. He's trying his best, but he's get hit to the backpack and gets taken down once again. The stamina is in favor of Henza, but Henza into a posture up position that where he doesn't want to be. But man, oh man, Cook doing such a nice job of bringing this opponent down constantly every single time.
Yes, sir. And now he's going for that arm bar. Uh-oh, K1 cooked. Has a little stamina advantage. He's got a fake from the bottom. Oh, this is looking... Oh, no. Hensla's got this. Hensla's got this. Good job by Henza. Wait, what the heck?
Oh, I don't know what happened there, but...
Oh, my goodness. He had no stamina.
No. Oh, my God.
Blocked with 0 stamina. That's K1 cooked right there, baby.
I mean, hey, 2 minutes remaining. He wants to get a finish. We'll have to see what everyone thinks about that. But right now, posture up position. Again, wants to try to end it. But man, oh, man, Henza is at the back of the wall. He needs to find a way to get back up. A good reversal right there to get back up to that non-posture up position, but it's looking very scary. We know they want to go for submission, but Cooked just having his way with this last couple of seconds right here, last couple of moments, in fact.
Right, we got 1:19 left, and he's really trying to go for these submissions. You're seeing him implement the triangle choke, but Hensla's doing a great job from the bottom. Sometimes it could be hard. Oh, the mount. Smart by Cook. Now he's going to lend some bombs down. Bang, bang, slip. Good job by Henza getting out of that.
Yeah, great
devastating atomic bomb.
He definitely needed that, especially with so much time ticking down. We might see Cook get the results of this whole contest because it's been denial after denial into posture up, into constant posture ups, but now an arm triangle to end it right here. Does he have enough time? But a good reversal right here. 15 seconds left, but it's just so much time to get into another move, but it's good. But it's too little, too late, as the contest will go into the eyes of the judges. And will we see Bruce Buffer announcer? Will they skip here? I think Cook pretty much has his in the bag, but you never
if they skip,
really
they're
know.
cut.
Hey, we already had one person cut from like everything. Do we need a back-to-back
NyQuil.
one?
What's his name? NyQuil Driz. I forgot.
Gee. But well, let's see. We saw the replays, and now we go to Bruce Buffer with the results. I want to say it might be a unanimous decision. Leon Edwards seems pretty confident, while Machado Gary doesn't seem confident at all. Cooked using Leon Edwards, Henza using Machado Gary. Who will take this victory?
What is it, Kingsley? Call it, Kingsley.
And there you have it. K1 Cooks, along with his catmates, reaches up into the top 5 with that contest, and he is now 4-2 into the season for the ESFL. Good result for him nonetheless. He used the grapple game, he used the ground game, able to use that posture up, and kind of took it away from Hensla's hands as he's no longer undefeated anymore.
100%. Yeah, K1 Cook came in and put on a performance, made a souffle out of Henza. Henza somehow didn't escape from that submission. Cook just on point with his submission game, his submission defense, and he looked pretty good with his striking as well. You saw Henza really putting on the pressure throughout the fight, Kingsley, but it was Cook just kind of swimming on the edge of the water, waiting like Mulan, you know, just kind of just doing it, you know, just out there elegant as hell.
Yeah, trying to make a man out of the person out of this fight, and hopefully he has more opportunities. But a key interesting note that we saw in, maybe you guys weren't able to see it on the broadcast, but interesting stat that I saw was like Henza, he had total strikes and total significant strikes in his favor. But the key thing was Cooked 7 minutes and 17 seconds of ground control with the posture up. So it's not even the matter of the significant strikes with the stand up. He just couldn't stay on his feet enough to get the result. So Cooked, hey, throwing through the winds, had probably Mushu on his back, got him through the battle and getting that victory to stay true to his heart, to stay 4-2. So good result to him. I'm done with the Mulan references, as we're almost getting ready for our next couple of contests. But so far, Rob, what do you think of this event so far? Because this event has been topsy-turvy. We had knockouts, we had crazy submission attempts, but so far it's been a good card so far.
Oh, this has been another banger event. I've been having a real good time just giggling and chuckling along with all y'all and you, Kingsley, and the guy in the back, Beckett. We've been just, on fire here, and everyone out there. I hope you guys been having a good time. We still got a couple huge fights here coming up. Vader versus Jassim. We got Suave, Jamie versus K1, Carnalito, co-main event. And then we got the title fight, BXM versus Muay Thai Jesus. We are just, we're just having a good time,
Yeah,
Killing
absolutely. And while we're having a good time, all the competitors who might be waiting in the wings, especially our main event and co-main event, maybe they don't have like the most uplifting like moods when it comes to this contest, because they know that time is ticking away when it's their time to shine. When you're in a situation like this, we really don't feel that as a commentators, but like back in the day, we used to be a part of these contests, and we used to be a part of these cards where we have to commentate and be in these type of fights. Would that kind of pressure or play on your nerves a little bit when you knew that you had a contest like this kind of coming up? Like, you 5 fights remaining, now it's 3, maybe it's 2. Oh god, you're up next. Does that play into the factor when you go into these ESFL contests?
Yeah, definitely. You got to be able to keep those nerves at a minimum. Everyone's going to feel the butterflies. Everyone's going to feel the effects of the bright lights of the ESFL, but it's all about how much did you prepare? Did you put in the work? Are you ready? Are your thumbs grooving, and are they smooth? And is your brain to thumb to analog stick connection there, Kingsley? And if it is, then you're going to have a good time, and those nerves aren't going to be as bad. But if you didn't prepare, if you skipped training and didn't do your due diligence, then you might be a little extra nervous in the back of your subconscious mind.
Yeah, and that's very important that you like brought that like word out, like preparing. We didn't really have a card for like this past couple of weeks, so you had time to like probably research your opponent, especially for a big moment like this, whether you're going for a title or main event in this kind of situation, or just like high up in the card. When you have like that kind of time, because this is like something similar that UFC fighters had to deal with, like you have months on end to train, to practice, or maybe you take some time to yourself to like completely reset in this situation. I mean, we saw it in last night where we had like 2 champions come out and they prepared all this time, but they had a strategic plan that they want to implement. If you had this like type of time, do you try to like ask other people like what is their method, or try to find like similar people that have like a similar fight style as your opponent, trying to like go through like grinding out like sparring matches? Like, what's your thought process on like the mindset of like trying to prepare for like a title fight like this?
Yeah, for a title fight, I've never fought for a title before in the ESFL, but I have had a fair share of my esports fight league bouts, and it's all about putting in that work, and seeking the knowledge of the OGs and just soaking it in like a sponge, and getting a few good training partners, someone that's good on the ground, someone that's good in the clinch, someone that will test you and really push your weaknesses, and then you could round out your game. And also a huge thing is like you could train all day, you could do all these things, but if you cannot perform under pressure and you can't stay calm, cool, and collected, Kingsley, then you're not going to be able to implement all of those skills inside of the virtual octagon. And it looks like, though, maybe possibly our next fight is Kingsley. What'd they say?
We got some breaking news here from our head of production. In fact, it seems like we are gonna go into our co-main event right now, as they are ready to go, and we want to keep this show rolling and going, as this one is pretty big. It may not be for the title, but this one is going to be 5 rounds of pure war. Suave Jamie, who is our number 2 ranked fighter in the season 2 of the ESFL, going against K1 Carnalito, who is 3-1. Both guys really want to have a chance at the finale to like either get some money or maybe a chance at the title. But this one has very much, even though it doesn't have the title, there's a lot of big stakes in this contest here around.
For sure, a legend is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. That legend, his name is Suave Jamie, and K1 Carnalito has an opportunity here, ranked number 6, going against ranked number 2, to really put a feather in his cap and take out a hungry, motivated Suave Jamie who wants and thinks he should be the champion right now. And here we go. The fight is underway. You guys are in for a 5-round co-main event treat, some Turkish delight.
Little bit of a dream match here. Prime Conor McGregor versus Islam Makhachev. If I can speak right, this co-main event is taking my breath away as we see Suave Jamie on the right side uses the black and gold with Islam Makhachev going against K1 Carnalito. He's using Conor McGregor on the left side now. This is one of the campmates of the current champion and contender. We saw one person from K1 get a victory right now. Can he continue on the momentum as he's striking with these like body punches? Gets a little body uppercut for troubles. Manisa, watch out. Gets a nice left hook for his situation, but Suave Jamie, you can never count him out. He is a tried and true veteran, a legend of the ESFL. What can he possibly do to change up the strategy against someone like K1 Carnalito, who probably has like the biggest spotlight on him since he started in the ESFL?
Yeah, K1's doing a really good job coming after the champ here, or excuse me, coming after Suave Jamie. He's not the champ, but he seems like a champ in my heart. You know, seeing him at the ESFL live event. I met him at In-N-Out Burger one time. We had a nice little talk back in Vegas, and you know, this guy means business. He's very serious. He's a young guy, but you know, K-Han is coming after him in this 5-round fight early. He's done some damage, put some pressure. He's rocked some Kingsley, and this is what you want to do if you're K-Han. You don't want to give Suave Jamie too much respect early, and now he goes for that takedown. But I don't think you want to take down Makhachev, Kingsley.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, maybe that's a way to like just like break it up, like maybe reset it, like call it like a timeout in basketball. Just like, hey, let's just come up with a different plan when we get back into the break. But so far, for Carnalito to just get a rock in the early parts of this first round, that is big. It's a 5-round fight, so you don't have to go instantly crazy against your opponent, but the fact that you're able to, oh my god, the head tracking on that was kind of insane. But Suave Jamie, he knows to be what he needs to do in these type of environments. Even though he got rocked again. Whoa, a knockdown for K1 Carnalito. Carnalito staying in the sack guard, and he's getting some damage. Oh my god, Suave Jamie in the first round loses to K1 Carnalito. What is in the water of K1?
Arsenic, because he just killed him.
Just burned him down like a stack of cards on fire. We thought that the strike, I don't even know how, was that even a head hit or was that towards the body? Because it seemed like he got rocked by there, but Conor McGregor, you don't want to doubt his left hook power, but the tracking on that was kind of crazy. But Carnalito, wow. I was unfamiliar with your game against Suave Jamie, but he is now 4-1, and maybe he has a little bit of stake with his camera. He's like, hey, look what I did. I'm kind of up there with you guys. But for Suave Jamie, I thought it'd be a little bit more of a cautious approach. But the fact that he was able to be destroyed like that, that is telling you what the skill level is for Carnalito.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that happens. You know, your opponent comes after you, throws vicious combinations with Conor McGregor. K-Han very confident in his game. And, you know, Suave Jamie zipped when he should have zagged, and that's just the game. Suave Jamie just didn't really have a chance to really show us anything in that fight because, you know, K-Han was on the assault. He was on the attack, and he was letting his hands go, Kingsley, and he was throwing some vicious combinations, and got him out early, round number 1, and that's what you want to see. And now all the Thunder coins are stolen from his pocket, and now he has all the power.
Yeah, and luckily there wasn't any predictions because I feel like most of the bets would have gone to Suave Jamie. So I think you guys kind of dodged a bullet. But one key thing that we saw, I was looking at the chat, but Kaon, who is also Carnalito, says, I'm here, remember my name. I won my belt at primetime yesterday. The next finale, he wants the belt. So he's already calling his shot. He feels super confident of performing at that same type of level at the finale. Will he get that chance? We'll have to find out because we still have one more fight till we get to the main event. It seems like our previous fight that we thought we were going to have last fight, it's happening now. It's going to be Jassim. He will have his chance to find a card against Vader, who was highly touted. He was supposed to be the champion, but unfortunately a no contest cost him the title that made him lose to MTJ. So now if he's able to get this, maybe he needs to put his hat in the ring in this highly other contested bout right here, Rob.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We got number 3 Vader 4-1 versus number 5 Jassim 3-2, and these guys are hungry to get to that title picture. So this one right here is going to be a big test for both these guys. We're seeing a smooth as butter on a hot cake kind of thing. And Israel Adesanya maybe versus Dricus du Plessis. This is going to be fire.
Yeah, and the implications are so huge, right? Like we saw Carnalito kind of take that upper step up the ladder towards the title. If we see Vader, who lost his title due to a no contest, able to get this big victory, and the main event goes a different way, where Bum wins the title, all hell breaks loose. So we have one step to go to see if the dominoes will lead into the chaos. This is a big contest right here. It's not the co-main, but it's going to be treated like a co-main, as it's the third 3 rounds. Jassim on the left side using du Plessis going against Vader using Izzy Adesanya on the right side. And you can see the pressure that du Plessis is using against his opponent. Vader using the body kicks to gain some distance against his opponent, but so far trying to be a little bit of a Venus flytrap. Trying to go to his opponent and gets a 4-hit combination, only landing twice of those, but so far still could be anybody's fight in the first minute.
For sure, you saw Jassim really using some inside-out movement and keeping his block low. He's watching out for those teeps, those body kicks, which is very smart, and just being very defensively minded. And good opening so far in round number 1.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Jassim had some good striking to his benefit a couple of seconds ago, but Vader doing a nice job in the phone booth, able to land towards the body a little bit. Nice 1-2 to back his opponent a little bit. Jassim still riding his opponent down. Still wants to fight away, but gets pushed a little bit away. Vader, I want to see if he could just avoid using those left hooks so far away from his opponent. Gets a nice catch with the legs. Has Jassim bringing his opponent back to the cage. He could land a strike. His opponent can't move any longer here, Rob. He has a chance.
Ooh. For sure. Jassim, beautiful body kick and a nice hook as well when he got against the cage, or got his opponent against the cage. He's able to trap him with some good shots. You're really not seeing Vader able to really do any damage. It seems defense is just impenetrable right now.
Yeah, Jassim is doing a nice job so far. Gets a nice knee for his troubles as we're approaching the 2-minute mark of the first round right here. Vader, he tried to go for something crazy, not able to get the full extent, as Jassim did a nice job of using that jab. But what can he do right here? Phone booth attacking style, using the body, hits with a right hook. But a little bit of fake right there. Guys are so close with the mistakes. But right now, what can Jassim do? Will he try to go for a head kick of his own? Front kick landing.
Little front kick right there for Vader. Flying knee. He needed that. Tries to go to the body, but Jassim is blocking it all. Jassim's defense looking so good, but finally Vader able to penetrate the carapace of Jassim, but Jassim connects back.
1 minute remaining. Both guys got hit with some big shots, but the Rock goes on to Vader. Vader needs to be very careful using knees. He's getting very close to the window. Jassim with a crossbar kick. Vader lands a crossbar kick and a flying knee. He is going for the gusto, going for the home run hits, but also working with the bite. 30 seconds left. Jassim needs to find a way to answer back. He's getting hit with some combinations, while Vader feeling very confident, but can't overexert himself. Able to back out a little bit with 10 seconds left remaining here, Rob. Flying knee doesn't connect.
Oh man, but he sidesteps and uppercuts brilliantly. Good job with that strike there, but I think it's still Jassim maybe taking round number 1. I mean, he looks so good with his defense, but those flying knees. Kingsley, what do you think about round number 1 there?
I think Jassim did a great job, and I think this is the replay right here. Excuse me, it's not. Vader doing a nice job with the flying knees and getting those big shots on. But the uppercut, I love the uppercut for Jassim. If he's able to get very close and lands that a quick one while his opponent's overcommitting, he's going to be back into this fight. But it could still be anyone's go around, as the second round, as a front kick, try to land for Vader. Vader again, you said Izzy Adesanya, get very close. Use the flying knee for the 3rd time, not able to land. Both guys got to be very careful where they slip, what move they're going to use. But the body shots landing so nicely from Vader.
Body shots landing nicely for Vader. That is true. And he really loves that lead flying knee. Then he likes to sidestep that uppercut from Jassim. And Jassim just really standing his ground here, doing a good job defending himself. And there's that flying knee again. And you saw Jassim with the front uppercut again, Kingsley.
Yeah, that's his move. He knows, like, if he's gonna go crazy, that stamina, there's so much buffer between he could land his next move. It's just like Jassim seems like a pure boxer right now. We see Vader going more of a kickboxing kind of style, but the boxing right here, clinical, using the body, using the head, using everything he can. That's his first knee that he land. But this move right here, just take a little bit of a pause to answer back, but good counter shots coming from Vader.
Very good shots from Vader. Vader again, really trying to get that flying knee. He wants it. Uppercut lands. Jassim has been doing good work with the body shots. There's a teep there. Switch stances. These guys are going in on each other here early in round number 2.
Closer and closer to the halfway point of this second round, of this whole entire fight. Jassim needs to be very careful how much he uses stamina, because that body health will be depleted instantly. Vader's doing such a nice job. Working, just slips and goes for the uppercut. Doing such a nice job going back into the clinch. Wants to go very close towards him, but Jassim needs to find it. Needs the uppercut, but gets the pull and that body shot. That's the big move. Vader trying to be Dark Lord of the Octagon and bring his opponent down, but still Jassim still in this fight, even though his stamina is very low.
Vader's looking at Jassim and he's like, I am your father.
Right now, can Jassim use the force to come back to find a knockdown of his own? 1 minute mark, the flying knee. We've seen that was coming our way, but the uppercut, will that be used by Jassim? Jassim, he used it. The head does not blink his mouth, does not get the full flush connection that he needs. Gets the holding, resets himself, but with 1 minute remaining, what can Vader do? I thought that flying knee would be it, Rob.
Almost. He almost got him there, and Vader is looking phenomenal. He's just starting to groove, and he's just landing so many good shots, and he's breaking down Jassim's body big time.
Okay. Went for the uppercut, and someone had to land more better, and it was Jassim as he gets a knockdown of his own. So that's going to be huge. 10 seconds left. Will we see a flying knee right here? Will we see a big shot? 3 seconds left. We will go to the third round, but man, oh man, that was a big, huge knockdown from Jassim. He's back in this fight, holding his left eye. Significant strikes in favor of Vader, but total strikes, Jassim did a nice job. I think it could be 1-1 going to the third round here, Rob.
Yeah, 1-1, maybe 2-0 for Vader, and wow. What a fight. These guys are animals, and this looks amazing. Look at that. Boom. Lead uppercut, body shot. Seen the flying knees from Jassim. Oh, man. Ooh, there it is.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, my God. Clock.
Just nasty. Just the movement when we saw in those replays. But this is big. What in the first 30 seconds are they going to do? Again, if Vader wins, he might have a claim for the title. But if Jassim wins, all hell breaks loose. Everything is at stake in this type of contest. Vader still closing distance. He loves to be in the pocket against Jassim, but Jassim still having his back to the cage. He wants to gauge the distance a little bit more. Maybe avoid the body shots, but gets hit with an uppercut. Landing as much. He knows he has to prepare for the flying knee, but what can he possibly do? Maybe he needs to get the distance. He's just staying in the mode of what Vader wants to do.
Yeah, Vader's just standing in the range. Oh man, flying knee, and he's pop shotting, body shots. Another one buckles and just seems down. He's taunting. Vader is in full flow mode. He's feeling the force. Wait, he's Darth Vader. He doesn't feel the force. What does he feel right now, Kingsley?
I don't know. We saw someone taunt and they instantly lost the fight after they taunt. So anything could happen. He just needs to continue on. Those uppercuts are landing for Jassim. So Jassim gets hit with a straight punch. And that could be it. Oh, wait. His back is to the cage. This is going to be Jassim's moment, but the rocks, the booty, the head. He all crumbles down. Vader going for an bar right here. He wants to end it in the most disrespectful manner he possibly can. But the stamina being fairly low. Will he possibly get it?
He got it.
Oh my God.
Israel has no submission skills.
It's still chip.
Look at the stamina.
It's even.
He's depleted, Kingsley.
Don't overcommit. You might get caught. I mean, the blockade is low for Jassim, so he needs to be on his last legs. He might. Oh, the duck. Oh, but the body, the pull, and you shoot for the heavens. That's Vader winner says the Empire is striking back for another title shot as he wins his contest in the ESFL Season 2 playoffs.
Vader coming in hot, landing the body shots. He did the damage. He broke the durability, and then he sneaks the lead uppercut. That opens up because you don't know, is that coming to my body? No, it's coming to my face, and bang, I'm down, and I have just been dispatched. Vader on fire.
And that's huge. Vader, he was the title winner, but then he lost it due to a no contest, and now he faced off, and the connection was really good. So I know people in the South were like, okay, you proved it. What happens in the finale? That is the biggest thing. So now you have him up there at like probably the top of the mountain along with Carnalito. They're probably even. And now with the main event still on the way, that leads up to this biggest stake again to set the table, as we're hopefully going to get our predictions in for you guys in the Twitch chat and also on YouTube. We ain't forgetting about you. You're going to see some amazing stuff right here, Rob. But right here, right now, I just think this is all set up to be one of the biggest, like this could be like one of those like Thanos snaps. Like you have 4 million situations where this could go. There's only one chance to cause chaos here. How excited are you to get this going?
Let's go.
I'm telling you, this is one of those times where if Bum wins, it changes everything. But MTJ, he's going to try everything in his power to keep that title and finally defend it. Will he be the one out of 14 million scenarios? We'll have to find out, because ladies and gentlemen, on Twitch, on YouTube, in the Discord, in ESFL world, that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is your main event of ESFL 182. It is Kingsley, it is Rob, it is K1 MTJ Muay Thai Jesus, who is 4-1, who is the champion. If he wins, he is the Season 2 champion. But K1 Bum, his campmate, his brother in arms, the challenger, if he wins, the finale is wide open. The biggest fight of the season starts right here, and we're looking at the fighter selection screen as it's going to be in the middleweight division on the scouting report. Rob, what do you have for us to set the table for this magnificent fight?
I feel like after that hype up segment from you, Kingsley, I'm behind the shields of the 300, and you are Leonidas, and the Persians are coming, and I'm ready for this. Get hydrated, lubricate the throat. I cannot wait. Muay Thai Jesus 4-1, K1 BXM 6-2, and we might have a seasonal champion unless BXM throws a wrench in the freaking engine of the ESFL.
And it's not even for the ESFL title. This is for the real title that we saw in Season 1. Someone's going to get that either today or in 2 weeks of the finale. This all depends on what happens right now. So Spartans, are you ready for a main event clutch? Here it is, the main event for the title. Izzy Pereira in this situation. Pereira is being used by MTJ, the current champion, on the right side. Bum, his campmate, on the left side, using Izzy on the side. We know that Izzy has been successful on this card, but it's up to MTJ. What can he do? How can he set up the table to disrupt everyone else's chances for the title? We'll have to find out. He's using the leg kick to start off this contest, but the pace, will Bum be able to up the pace against his opponent as he uses a pull and lands some good uppercut shots towards the body right there, Rob?
Yeah, in a 5-round fight, those body shots pay absolute dividends in the later rounds. A little bit of a miss there by Bum, and Muay Thai capitalizes on it with the lead body kick.
And one other thing about this whole contest, these guys are campmates, right? They probably labbed, sparred, probably be each other's sparring partners when it comes to contests. When this happens, especially when weeks leading up to this contest, you kind of have a read onto your opponent. But MTJ says, I'm a flying knee because I know you're susceptible to that, and it's working. But both guys land an uppercut. More damage onto Bum. Bum has his back to the cage as the champion brings hunts him down as he says, this season 2 is all mine. He is the Thanos in this equation, as we still have possibly a 5-round fight in this main event right here, Rob.
Oh yeah, I mean, so much damage being dished out by the champion Muay Thai Jesus right now, and he's looking phenomenal. The injuries are starting to stack up a little bit on BXM, and you're seeing Muay Thai preemptively slip after combinations, expecting the uppercut from his opponent to devastate him. I mean, Muay Thai Jesus, look at that quick little uppercut there, Kingsley. Phenomenal.
It's a game of inches. It's a game of button reactions. What can you do when you're in that tight-knit phone booth and you're fighting for your life? We see the block gauge being fairly low already instantly in this first round for Bum. Bum needs to be very careful how much he uses that block. Maybe use a little bit of that slip. He's trying to do it, but once the champion saw that slip, he instantly went for the body and the leg kick. Smart strategy and smart realization from the champ so far here, Rob.
Yeah, for sure. Really investing in this round, but those investments are paying off because the head health, the body health is dwindling here on the competitor. He's already been rocked once, and yeah, the challenger here, Bum, is in real trouble early.
Yeah, and he's letting those like sneaky little double jabs onto Bum, and it's just disrupted that black gauge. As soon as you like realize it, I think Bum needs to realize needs to play a little bit more distance. This is a 5-round fight. You don't need to unload the gas tank or deplete your blocky gauge this quickly on. You need to find a way, maybe a takedown, maybe if it doesn't even work, maybe make sure that your block gauge is set up for these later on coming rounds, because so far MTJ is perfect to be the champion that he is. 40-18 on total strikes.
Damn right. I mean, there it is, tails in the tape. And yeah, he's just on, the champ is just really coming out strong, and that's what you want to see in a champ. And his Bum, I mean, look at that flying knee. I mean, just crystal light, sugar sweet.
Yeah, but you don't want to have a sugar crash in the second round right here. You want to make sure that you have enough type of energy when it comes to these later part of rounds, because we're only in the second round. Bum, even though he got caught with that flying knee, he still has a chance. This is a good time to reset. Try to get those jabs. Try to get those slips right. And maybe not worry much about the leg kicks, because right now it seems like the headhunting of MTJ might be into his favor, even though you don't want to say that when you're in the fight. But if he's headhunting way too much and he's missing on those leg kicks, he might have a chance. Oh, tries to go for a head kick with a flying roundhouse. Not able to work. But he's getting some combinations going. This could work in his benefit for Bum.
Yeah, Bum's in some real trouble here, though, because Muay Thai Jesus is destroying his block gauge, and it's only round 2. We still have a whole round to go. Oh, uppercut lands, connects, goes to the body, connects to the head, 2 on the end of that combo. Flying knee. It's looking real good for the champion. Muay Thai Jesus is just launching heat-seeking missiles with devastating accuracy right now, Kingsley.
Yeah, but one thing we saw Bum do, he was able to pull when he was rocked and made his opponent miss. He is making his opponent use a lot of that stamina, and he gets a nice counter shot with a stiff, straight shot to the face of MTJ. MTJ needs to be very careful. Now he's getting hit to the body, but it's just those big shots from Pereira in that damaging situation, especially with these clinches right here. He's getting the big shots, but if he's able to miss 1 or 2 of those, Bum can capitalize. I feel like he has it in his repertoire, and he has that block gauge being low. But midway point, MTJ, I still think it's not phased just yet. He needs one mistake to make him unfazed, but he's still doing good so far.
He is. Muay Thai Jesus is definitely dwindling in his stamina. He's not gonna be able to keep this sort of pressure up as the rounds progress, and that will open up a counter from Bum if he can. Oh man, but nice knee to the face there. It's just the damage is continually piling on from Muay Thai Jesus. But yeah, Bum has the opportunity. He has the stamina. He just can't eat that. He can't eat that.
He committed too much to the body, and he got paid for it.
This is it.
The body has the head. But now he needs to get away from the outside. He needs to make sure that he's pushing back his opponent, because right now it's just not really great. Use some of the slips, but every single time, body into a counter from MTJ. He is having his time of his life being the champion. Could he be the one to defend it and close out the whole season?
It's looking like he is going to be the seasonal champ based on the damage that has been dealt. The head health on BXM is blinking repeatedly, and BXM has been put into a shell because he knows one shot from the powerful Alex Pereira will end his night.
Yeah, and we saw that Black Gate, so we saw 2 slips away from Bum, but with 15 seconds, he just needs to survive. He needs to make sure he doesn't get hit with a big crazy shot. Oh, but a good uppercut right there. That's some good momentum, and that's where you want to leave it off. If you are a Bum fan, that might be your one glimmer of hope going to the 3rd round, because MTJ, he had his picking of the litter of what shots he wanted to do, but that little instance, that little moment we saw in previous times in the previous fights in this card, where he was able to get some momentum. Can he get momentum in the 3rd round and like steal the title away from MTJ? We'll have to find out. These first couple of seconds will be very important.
Yeah, he really needs to start cooking here. It's round 3. He's already lost 2. He needs to figure out something and get a devastating hit in there and really oh man, he needs to dodge that freaking uppercut. He's been killing him with that. Yeah, full slip for sure. Yeah, 100%.
But MTJ right now, we saw his stamina being low, but he's using a lot. He needs to like capitalize on this. He needs to bring his opponent down. Oh, but the upcut right there, working very nicely. Has him in the clinch. Has his opponents back to the cage. That's where he was. And the left shot will give him all the power as he snaps his campmate into irrelevancy as he becomes the Season 2 champion. K1 Muay Thai Jesus is your ESFL PlayStation 5 ESFL champion.
Seasonal champion. He's getting the real belt. He's gonna hang it on his damn wall and show it off to his family.
That was, I mean, from bell to bell, we saw the game plan for MTJ, and he did so well with his combinations. The flying knee kind of started off as a base foundation, then became the uppercuts, then became the body and the leg kicks. Everything was just a pillar of knocking his campmate down. Even though it was a spirited contest for Bum and he had some moments, MTJ was able to put it on him and show why he's the champion with the only defense of this whole season.
My boy Bum swimming in the pool of irrelevancy right now, and his boy, the champion, is on fire. He's got to be excited. The K1 camp are going to be excited because they got the belt. That K1 camp is a killer camp, and they are here to stay, it seems. And with some of the OGs being beaten today in the card, it's going to be interesting. Who do you think, Kingsley, and ladies and gentlemen at home, who is going to be the next title contender as we finish off this series? Is there going to be another one?
Well, we said there was going to be big stakes in that situation. We know that if Bum won, it was going to be chaos, but with MTJ sealing the deal for the real actual title, our actual title, the ESFL title, is still will be on the line. It was just that he has many more defenses. So with the finale with Carnalito looking in the wings, and then Vader also having a stake and a claim for that title shot, I mean, we can make it a triple threat. We'll just put it into a different game and see how that goes. But all of these guys have a stake at it, and it provides an interesting question for our people in the staff, because this is kind of a matchmaker's dream. You have multiple people that you could put at the main event spot, and maybe someone who might be waiting in the wings. We don't know. You didn't hear from me, but I'm excited to see where the finale goes in 2 weeks. Again, we're not going to have the finale next week. We're going to have it on June 22nd, so we're going to be taking Father's Day off. So plenty of time for MTJ to scout out his opponent and figure out who he's going to be facing with. And then by the time, maybe we'll have a tiebreaker and behind the scenes to see who actually gets that title shot. I don't know, but so many people put on their show and prove why they need to be at the top position. But it's an interesting question. I can't answer it because I'm a commentator, and thankfully they don't pay me for that. So, you know, I'm chilling. But for you guys in the chat, that's up for you guys to decide and discuss. But Rob,
y'all,
for you, there's something that we could do, and that's fight of the night.
What?
In your opinion, what do you think was the fight of the night? I have one fight in mind, but I'm gonna leave it to you. I wanna see if we're on the same wavelength.
We're on the same wavelength. I want to go with who you chose originally when we were on the broadcast. You said this one right here is the fight of the night, and totally forgot who it was.
No, it's totally fine. I got you because we're both on the same wavelength. TB12 Linus versus Versestyle. It was
Yeah,
a crazy, crazy fight.
that's the one.
And it was a comeback. You have to love when people put on a show. It might not be the most high technical fight, but it was a fight that got the people hyped, and we love to see that. So congratulations to TB12 Linus and Versestyle for winning fight of the night. So many great fights, but that one takes the cake. And man, we're almost one event till we're at the end of the season. When we
Let's
look
go.
at this whole season in its totality, how excited are you for like where it's been, but how excited are you for the future of the ESFL as we're almost done with the PlayStation side? Now we're going to the Xbox side. We know there's a bunch of killers on that side.
Yeah, I'm excited. These guys are always bringing the heat. It's always a super good time, especially with you, Kingsley. I always have a great time, a lot of giggles. And I'm really excited for the Xbox events, but I'm really, really excited for when UFC 6 drops.
Ooh.
And we can really start launching some crazy esports ESFL events and the community starts hyping back up. And until then, we're just going to be enjoying these amazing shows together and just, you know, keeping it going.
Absolutely. The future is bright. We have a new affiliate league in Total Conflict. We have a new game waiting on the wings whenever that gets announced. And then new blood's going to come in and it's just going to get bigger and better. And we can't wait for you guys to join us. And it's going to be so amazing. So again, that's the end of our event. The finale is in 2 weeks, June 22nd. The finale of the PlayStation Season 2 side for the ESFL. It's going to be a good one. Will MTJ be the linear champion by the end of it? Or will Vader or Carnalito have their chance at getting the title? Or maybe someone else will be winning the rings? We will answer those questions in 2 weeks. This has been a fun event. Shout out to our production and our wranglers for putting on an amazing card and working through so many things. We appreciate them so much. This has been Kingsley. That has been Bruce, Lee, Rob. This has been the ESFL. Thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you guys at the next fight night.